But there are a lot of other things. I don't know if you're seeing this still, but I mean, I was on a bank website recently. I think it was an insurance website, and I was signing up for a policy, and they still only had 2 gender options. You know, so when you think about that in particular, and I wanted to ask you about this, there's also this sort of rejection of the binary gender at the moment that's going on. And historically, we've just had male and female. This has caused a lot of people to lose their minds about extending gender categories past the 2 that people have been familiar with. A lot of conservatively minded people have just completely lost their shit on this. Why has it caused such a fuss? Like, what is it about people, like maybe politics aside, why is it causing so many people to lose their minds?
Why are conservatives? I can't answer that, man. I don't know. I mean, kind of the same answer I gave before, which is, again, fear. People are afraid of change. This is a very textbook answer, but probably is sort of what it is. It's threatening to some people to have the world presented differently to them than they thought it was. To have something that they think of as so static and unchanging suddenly have people who you don't know, who you don't like, who don't look like you, who don't sound like you, who might be decades younger than you, suddenly saying, actually, you're wrong. That's difficult to hear, sure. And the thing is, too, I think that it's very tempting, again, to look at people like that, to look at people who are very conservative and very afraid of change, and to look at them derisively, which, and I do. It's very easy to do. And I have no sympathy or pity for racists or transphobes or anything. So, fuck them. But also, these multiple truths can be true at the same time here. But also, it is hard to hear that things are different than you expect. And it is hard to hear that you are wrong about something. It is hard to hear that you have fucked something up, that you have, it is easier to push the whole thing away than it is to try and accept that you've made a mistake and accept that you have to change the way you are moving through the world. If you understand gender to be one of 2 things, and it's been like that for 60 years that you've been on the planet, and you get told, well, this person isn't a boy, this person is non-binary, you're like, what? Like, this is not a thing you can really, like, in order to understand that, you have to be someone who is always actively trying to change or always open to change. And most people aren't. So I just try to, while I don't have sympathy or love for people who are reactionary that way, I also do try to understand where they're coming from and try to figure out how can we maybe change the way we approach things. And that's not for everyone to do. That's for someone like me to do, because I have privilege and I am safe and I can do that.